This evening we've come down to the beach and we've got a very special dinner here which they've prepared for us. See how it goes, because it is a little bit windy at the moment. This morning it was really nice and calm, so apparently it's much better in the morning, so we're going to just do a little test run. We're just about to do something that's really exciting on Gili Asahan, and that's at the Eco Lodge. They have their own herd of horses.
Hey everyone, and welcome to our channel. We are Hannah and Jonny, two travellers on an endless adventure. In 2017 we started finding our adventure to travel full time. Since then we've lived in a camper van with our cats, learnt to surf and even moved to Cornwall. Hit the subscribe button to join us each week for a new episode of Finding Our Adventure, as we search for adventures big and small.
Good morning everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Finding Our Adventure. We have just made the 2-hour journey from where we were in last week's episode on the south coast of Lombok to, basically it's just around like the peninsula. It's like a long journey to get around the roads to the north part of that peninsula area and the south, and we are just waiting for our boat to come and pick us up because we are heading to the secret Gili Islands today, and we're going to be heading to Gili Asahan, and apparently it's supposed to be amazing for snorkeling. There's very few resorts there, so we're staying at one which is an eco resort, and then in next week's episode we'll be staying at another one, so we're going to be there for a few days. And the colour of the water looks incredible. We can't wait to get across. It just looks like it's so relaxing and peaceful and just away from everybody else. So we're very excited to go check it out and see what it's all like.
We've just got on the boat and we're off to the island in the sun, and I think it's just over there, but it's so much more quiet here. There's hardly anybody. There's a few like little villages that we went through, but this feels really remote and I'm really excited to get there. We have just arrived at the Eco Lodge on Gili Asahan, and it is paradise here. We've just arrived in our room and we've been given fresh coconuts to enjoy, and also cool cloths, which is amazing because it's quite hot today, and this is like perfection, just what you need after a morning of travel. But yeah, we're really excited. We're going to enjoy these coconuts and then we'll give you a quick room tour. So I have just changed and I'm looking now part of island life, and I'm ready to show you around our lovely Gladuk is where we're staying. So it's basically like a beach hut and we have it all to ourselves. We have this lovely entrance onto our lovely sheltered like terrace, I guess, and there is a lovely hammock which I think I'm going to be spending a lot of time just relaxing in this lovely hammock. We've got lots of seats, got some chairs here, got a more of like a sofa chair over here so you can lie down, table for the coconuts we were drinking earlier, and then you come up these steps into the main bedroom, and then as you come in we have got like a cute little desk just here with a lovely window view. We've got a comfy sofa just over here, and then we've got wardrobes either side of this lovely bed, which has got a really comfy mattress, so we're going to sleep well tonight. And then there's another seat over here, and it also comes with a plug-in fan, and there is also a fan on the ceiling to keep us cool.
Because there's no aircon.
Yeah, there's no aircon here, so it's actually quite nice with the doors open because there's like a breeze coming through the doors, so maybe we'll do that and keep the nets on. then follow me to the bathroom. And then into the bathroom here, it is spectacular. So we've got double sinks just here with a huge mirror. And what's really cool about this space is that it just has like a kind of like lean-to roof. And then we've got a toilet just behind here. So it's kind of outside, but you're also sheltered if it's raining. Behind here we've got the shower. Oh my goodness. You okay?
Do that again.
Oh, hopefully Johnny's toe gets better soon. I stepped down into the shower, got some lovely little stones and a lovely rainfall shower. Really cool thing is that all of the products here are eco-friendly, and here at the Eco Lodge they're doing lots of really cool things, so which we'll talk about later. But first off, we'll finish the room tour. You come down these steps, slowly Johnny, and then there's like a back door entrance just here, so if we want to go to the beach and not like traipse all the sand through our room, we've got this really cool little contraption where we can get some water and clean our feet. It's really cool. I'm pretty sure that's like a coconut with a stick on it. And then over here we have our very own private garden with sun lounges, so we can come and sunbathe here and no one can see us. What I really like about this space in particular is that it's got a really traditional feel. You can see a lot of like the handcrafts. So like on the doors here, it's all like carefully engraved and hand painted as well. It's just got a really nice feel. You feel really relaxed just walking in here. And even though like I think it's supposed to kind of have that basic island life feel, it definitely doesn't feel like it with all of the like services and amenities that you get while staying here. It feels very luxury. I could get used to this island life. Saw people all across the island with these little cleaning contraptions. Brush. Yeah, it does a good job. Someone managed to get loads of sand in here already. The one that hurt his toe. What just happened?
The deer headbutted me. I got attacked by the deer.
It headbutted you? You didn't headbutt it?
No.
What have you got to say for yourself? Whatever next.
The room's too small for me.
I think you need a nap. Right, so after that whistle stop tour of our place that we're staying at, we'll show you around the resort. I think from now on we're going to be walking barefoot unless the sand is really hot, but it doesn't feel too hot at the moment, so we are embracing island life. It's getting hotter. No, I can't deal with it. So they've got these lovely like relaxing areas just next to the beach, and the colour of the water here is insane. It's like clear blue. This spot is great for snorkeling. There's actually a couple of people just out in the water here, and one of the things that they're doing here also at the Eco Lodge is they're actually planting new corals, because some of the corals have been destroyed either by climate change or by humans, you know, not being very careful with the corals. And one of the things that they ask if you do come snorkeling here is to not use your fins. So just behind me is the restaurant where you have breakfast, lunch and dinner. So they've actually got an ice cream bar, and then they've also got fresh coconut bar. So this is the Beach Boutique. They have their very own shop on the island, and it's full of like handicrafts from Lombok, Bali and I think other parts of Indonesia as well. Okay, so I've already just walked in the shop and I'm like, oh my goodness, everything's so cute. They got like these turtles. Looks like they're made out of some sort of fabric. Oh yeah, handmade, 100% cotton, made in Indonesia. But look how beautiful that is. It's so cute. And then they've got like these little elephants as well. Adorable. What's really cool is just outside reception they have the tide times and like sunrise and sunset. So if you want to walk around the island, it's best at low tide. So you can come here, check the time, and then go for a nice walk. And then it's even got the sea temperature, 27 degrees, so it's like a bath. And just behind the reception is the Aloe Spa, which you can have a very lovely relaxing massage. So one of the really cool things as well about staying here is they've got lots of different types of accommodation to stay in. So there's beach huts, jungle huts, and there's also these things called bales, and they're very simple. So it's basically a bed with a shelter on top, and it's open to nature. So I think if you stay here, it's maybe like £40 a night, £45 a night. So it's not too bad. And if you're thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be really expensive, they have got more affordable options for you to come and enjoy the island, which is really cool. And I think this one has a shared bathroom, so it doesn't have a bathroom on where you're staying. So if you're staying here, you can also have access to kayaks and stand-up paddleboards, which means you can adventure over to the other islands where there's also some really cool snorkeling spots. So I have changed outfits again, and you may have seen a couple episodes back that I went to Ocean Salt and I picked up this lovely little number, and it's very nice. So it's perfect, going to be perfect for snorkeling. We've literally just walked like maybe 10 seconds to the beach. They've got like these lovely lounging areas, so we've put our stuff here. We're going to head in the water now. So we enjoyed snorkeling. It was a bit of a strong current, so we started a little bit further up the current, so we let it kind of take us down, but it was really quite hard work. There were some amazing fish and some really cool coral to look at, but yeah, also quite a lot of trampled coral, and I think a lot of bleached coral as well from climate change. And we spoke to one of the staff members earlier who was telling us that they are planting coral here as well. I didn't think I saw any, so I don't know whereabouts that is, but that's really cool that they're doing that. So yeah, I think we maybe will go out again maybe when it's a little bit calmer, and I think we kind of went in at the wrong time as well, where it was coming to low tide, so it's a lot more harder to get in and out. And the visibility wasn't great. And the visibility, yeah, the visibility wasn't great. There was, I think because of the wind, it made the water a little bit more dusty and harder to see stuff. So that was attempt 1, and I'm sure we'll get a better attempt next time. We've made it to the Yogashalla, which is like a really cool building where you can come and do yoga or just come and enjoy the view. We've got an incredible view of the mainland of Lombok just over there. You can see tons of palm trees and hills, and the sun is just going to be setting just over there, so this makes a really good sunset spot. Yeah, watching boats go past, just really, really nice.
We've just hiked up a little bit further from where the yoga platform was. It's very dry and dusty up here, but we've got beautiful views. I actually think they're a little bit better from down on the yoga platform because it's unobstructed. But we've just come up here and we can see right across to Bali, even though Bali is mostly covered in cloud, we can see like a little bit of the coastline. But just rising above the clouds is Mount Agung, which is the tallest volcano on the island, and it looks so cool. It looks like it's floating, so I'll probably get the bigger camera out now and hopefully get a shot of that for you, but it looks absolutely magical from here.
We just enjoyed a beautiful sunset and we've come to the Nautilus restaurant, which is part of the property, and our pizzas have just arrived. I've gone for the Hawaiian pizza and Jonny has gone for the Diavolo, and they look really good. Good morning from the hammock. We slept really well last night and the bed was surprisingly comfy. We woke up to the sound of birds and we actually fell asleep to the sound of geckos. But it's very, very relaxing here. Woken up to seeing some of the local villagers walking across with like strays, straw and bags of rice, I think, to other areas on the island, and there's also some fishing boats. Yeah, very, very relaxing here. One thing to note, I think that they don't have hot water here, so we've had cold showers this morning, which is actually still really nice because it's quite warm and it does wake you up, which is good. And I think we're going to head over to breakfast now. We'll come down to breakfast and you can order like from a selection of things. So we went with the chocolate pancakes, both of us got that. And then we've also ordered some other things that will come in a minute, which we'll show you. Second part of breakfast has arrived. I went with the chia pudding, which has got chia at the bottom with, so that must be like a dragon fruit smoothie type thing. And then bananas on top. And then Jonny went with the fruit salad. It comes with yogurt and Lombok honey and also some toppings which include cornflakes. We're just about to do something that's really exciting on Gili Asahan, and that's at the Eco Lodge. They have their own herd of horses, and I've heard that some of the horses I think were rehabilitated from one of the other Gili islands, and the rest of them I think were either born on the island. But we're going to learn all about that in a minute because we're about to go on a walk with them, which I'm really excited, and we're going to go maybe on the beach and in the water. So yeah, I'm really excited to go and meet the horses and go on a lovely walk.
We've just got back from walking with the horses, which was really fun. The white horse that you'll see in footage is called Nala, and she's 20 years old and she's blind in one eye. And it was really fun because when Hannah was walking them, she took them into the ocean and they loved it. They just stopped and they chilled and they were cooling down because it is quite hot today. And they were also going to the toilet in the ocean as well, which was quite funny. But most of them are rescue horses. Some of them have been bred here, but they're not going to be breeding anymore because they're just going to keep bringing rescue horses over from other islands because they've been work horses, so they get to enjoy this nice sanctuary of an island as a retirement. And it is a paid experience. So if you come and stay at the resort here, the Eco Resort, then you can pay to walk with the horses. And it says in the handbook in each of the lodges that if you're on the walk, then no other guest should interrupt you because obviously it's a personal experience, it's a private experience. And when we were doing it, this couple I could see them walking up the beach and they were going straight for the horses and they walked right up to the horses when we were taking photos. and I was flying the drone at the time and it distracted me, and I had my first ever drone crash into a tree, which was pretty annoying. But luckily we've just done a full cleaned all the sand off the drone, and we've just done a test flight and it's still working, so there'll be plenty more drone footage in this episode, so don't worry. And we have also just had a room upgrade, because we only had one night in the other room and we've been taken to a different room now, which is really cool, so we're going to give you a quick room tour.
So after a lovely walk with the horses, I was feeling very hot and sweaty, but now I'm going to give you a quick room tour in the shade. And we have just checked into a jungle hut, which is much bigger than where we were staying last night. So we've got 2 hammocks this time, which is really nice. We've got one for each of us, so we don't have to fight. And there's loads more room here. So we've got like a sweeping garden, or sandy garden, beach around the hut. And then follow me to our balcony area. So similar setup to last time. We've got a big sofa and some comfy bean bags. And then into the bedroom. So this jungle hut can sleep up to 4 people. So we've got a big 4-poster bed here with the mosquito nets again, and then we've got 2 sofas here, so they can be transformed into beds. So they've got the nets just above them, so they will also not get bitten if you decide to sleep there.
Also got air conditioning.
Oh yeah, upgrade, aircon, plus. And then we've got some hanging space just over here, and some shelves, and water, which was perfect after that walk. And through to the bathroom, which is similar style, so it's outside, but it's got a covering so you won't get wet if it's raining. We've got double sinks over here with these lovely dark, it looks like kind of volcanic rock sinks. I love the mirror, that looks like volcanic rock or wood, not sure.
It's wood, isn't it?
Wood? Yeah, weathered wood. And then on the opposite side, we've got our toilet. We've got this amazing shower. This is definitely a fancy shower. Got beautiful tiles going all the way around. Got a little peephole here. And then we've got a place to hang your towels. And there's also another little washing line just over here in the sun.
It's really cool checking into this jungle lodge, because it's cool to see the different types of accommodations they have here at the Eco Lodge. So we're really going to enjoy this place because it feels very private here and there's so much more space, and the aircon is going to make a big difference. It was pretty hot last night, wasn't too bad, but it's definitely nice to sleep with the aircon on. But we're probably going to take some photos of the room now, and then we've got another activity which we're going to head out to in a little while, which is going to be fun, and we might even go to another island.
Right, we're now off on a little adventure, and there's actually a really small island just on the other side of Gili Asahan, and apparently it's got a really good snorkeling area there and a really lovely little beach. So we're going to see how it goes, because it is a little bit windy at the moment. This morning it was really nice and calm, so apparently it's much better in the morning. So we're going to just do a little test run, and if it's too windy then we're just going to go and chill on the beach.
So we have just paddleboarded, kayaked about 10 minutes or so. Our island is just behind us over there in the distance. We've come to this other island, which is very small. I'm not sure what the name of this island is, but apparently there's a beautiful beach here and some really good snorkeling. So we're going to, we pulled up the kayak onto the beach so it's safe, and then we're just going to walk the rest on foot around the beach, and we're going to go see what we can find. Because there are so many little islands around here, you could literally spend all day in a little kayak exploring all of them. So there's Gili over there, which is one of the bigger secret Gili Islands, and this is probably one of the smallest.
It feels like we've just landed on like a desert island, and we were like now on a survival mission, and we have to survive on only what's on this island. It's really cool here. We've only just spotted there's another little boat that's just turned up, but we were just the only people on this island, and the colour of the water is just really cool. There's a lovely little snorkeling spot just over there, but there's hardly anything on here. I just noticed there's like a little platform area where you can go and sit and chill. no one's there at the moment, but I think you could probably walk around the island in like maybe 15 minutes, maybe even less than, if you're walking really fast. But yeah, definitely paradise here. Really cool that you can literally just kayak from the Eco Lodge over here, and it wasn't too bad with the waves, considering I thought it was going to be really hard work. I did get a bit wet and my sarong is now drying in the sun. But yeah, I think I'm going to just maybe do a little bit of snorkeling and see what's underwater. So we have just come back in from the snorkeling, and there were a few fishes and some blue starfish, but what was a bit creepy about this bit was that the sand just kind of like just goes like this, like it's a really steep drop off, and I have a weird fear of deep water, and like especially when I can't see the bottom, it really freaks me out, and I think that's rubbed off on Jonny a little bit. Sorry, but yeah, that was a bit creepy. So
the visibility was really low.
And yeah, the visibility again wasn't great. I think Ahmed was like one of the best places we snorkeled so far on this trip. But I mean, I think you can also get boat trips to maybe some other snorkeling spots, and maybe they're even better. So I can't completely discount the visibility and stuff here. I guess maybe also in the mornings when it's not as windy and not as many waves, because it's churning up the water. So yeah, really cool though, being able to come on this island and be able to do it without anybody else here. We're just going to walk around onto the other side and see what that looks like, and then we're going to head back for dinner. Figured out the name of the island because it's got its very own sign, and it's actually called Gili Asahan. So how cute is this sign? It's so nice. And they've even got another sign over there which shows like which direction certain places are. So apparently that way is London. Don't know how true that is. This evening we've come down to the beach and we've got a very special dinner here which they've prepared for us. So if you're staying here at the Eco Lodge, free of charge, they arrange a romantic dinner where you can have your table on the beach. So we've got it started about 5:30, so just before sunset. It's a bit cloudy this evening, so I don't know how good the sunset's going to be. But we've just had our bread arrive and we've been really boring, and we've gone for pizza again because it was so good last night. Well, that pizza is absolutely delicious. Like, we are so surprised about how good the food is here on the island. Very, very good. And yeah, we devoured it very quickly. But yeah, the sun has now set. It's our last night here at the Eco Lodge. We have to check out tomorrow, which is very sad. But we've definitely made the most of the day by exploring to the other island and walking with the horses, chilling by the beach, and yeah, going to be sad to leave, but really excited to write all about this island for you guys so that you can know all about it if you decide to come here. But yeah, really recommend it, and we'll catch you in the morning. It has come to the end of our stay here at the Eco Lodge, and we are very sad to be leaving, but I thought I'd tell you a little bit more about some of like the eco initiatives that they have here. So the Jungle Hut 2 that we're actually staying in is one of the newest accommodation that you can book here. And what's really cool about this particular one is that a lot of the building materials that they've used are actually recycled. So in the flooring and the bed in there is like definitely sourced from old purposes. I don't know whether it's like a boat or something maybe on the bed, because it's got like curved bits on it. But a lot of it as well is all used through like traditional ways of building and sustainable resources, which is really cool. And when we were just walking back from breakfast this morning, we noticed that there's some pipes just above the building and they're painted black, so it gives you hot water, which is really, really cool. And a few of the other things that they do is they have rainwater harvesting system, which they use to water the plants. And also up by the yoga shala, which is where we went on the first day when we arrived, they're building a huge array of solar panels which are going to be able to power most of the resort here, which is really cool. At the moment I think they do use solar power, but it only powers the lights, so they're planning to expand that. And yeah, there's lots of other things here, like they have bottles, water, well, it's like they provide you with a bottle of water which you can go and refill every time you need more water, which is fantastic, so reducing the use of plastic bottles. And yeah, I'm sure there's lots of other things I've missed out, but they're doing a really good job here, and I definitely recommend it if you want looking for somewhere that's eco-conscious and eco-friendly. Definitely come and stay here. So that is the end of this week's video. Really hope you enjoyed it and being able to see what we got up to here at the Eco Lodge. And we're going to be writing all about our stay and writing a guide to the island, so make sure you check that out soon and let us know in the comments what your favourite bit of this video was. Give it a like and make sure to subscribe to not miss out on any future videos, and we will see you in the next one.